and the exposure of the sediments of this outcrop we are looking to is basically called Jalala lake deposits. They're called Jalala lake deposits or Jalala breakout flood deposits. They were formerly known as Jalala lake deposits, and it was assumed that these Jalala deposits were formed in a lake setting. Later on, Kevin studied them. Recently, he studied them, and according to his research work, these are not lake deposits. These are not lacustrine deposits, but rather these are the breakout flood deposits. They have been deposited by the floods. If we look around the Peshawar Basin, areas near Jangira, Nowshera, and Jalala, okay, and several other areas in Peshawar Basin, such deposits are exposed, and they have been genetically linked together. All these deposits have been genetically linked together. It means they have same origin. Okay? These deposits are basically इनकी composition क्या है? What are they? They are basically consisting of sands, salts, and clays. They are consisting of sand enriched beds, silt enriched beds, silt size grains enriched beds, and the clay size enriched beds. So there are alternating layers. There are alternating layers of sand, silt, and clay. So there is graded bedding. There is graded bedding. जिसमें sequence, when you look at the bedding sequence, you see coarser at the base, medium size at the middle, and the finer size at the top. So this is a rhythmic sequence. ठीक है ना? Rhythmites these comes तो आप कह सकते हैं. Means के इसमें sequence repeat हो रही है बार बार. अब देखें, यहाँ से एक sequence इधर से, फिर यहाँ से again एक repeat हो रहा है. This is again a short one, but another sequence, and then top fine, and then again a sequence is repeated and at the top. So we see that the sequence is repeated. There are multiple stacks of sand, silt, clays, sand, silt, clays, and going on. Okay? And they are, if you look at their orientation, they are horizontal with respect to each other. So this is showing horizontal structure. Can we call them rocks? No. There has been no cementation. Cementation has not taken place, and that is why we call them sands instead of calling them rocks. Got it?
Yes, sir.
And you know why the rocks have not been formed? The reason is that diagenetic processes, the lithification processes, जो complete lithification processes है, ठीक है, कि जिसमें compaction होती है, they have been compacted. But cementation has not taken place, and later on post-depositional activities has not taken place, and therefore we call them as sediments. The sediments. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what could be the possible source of these sediments? We look for the provenance as well. ठीक है? यानी हम ये मालूम करते हैं कि ये sediments कहाँ से आए? गिलगित से आए हैं, या ये लोकली नॉर्थ में सरस्वात है, दीव है, उधर से आए हैं, ठीक है? So that is again a research work. It has been studied by several workers, and they have found different minerals within these sand and silt sediments. Okay, like amphibolite. For amphibole is there is plagioclase, वार्ड्स, फेल्सपार, ठीक है, गार्नेट है, एपिडोट है, मैग्नेटाइट है, ठीक है ना. सो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट मिनरल constituent, ठीक है, we assume that they have been derived from the north में जो रॉक्स एक्सपोज है उनसे ही डिराइव हुआ है, ठीक है. बट नाउ क्वेश्चन अराइजेस कि आया ये बहुत दूर से आए हैं, whether they were derived from a very far flung area and they were exposed to hundreds of kilometer travel, or they have been derived from a nearby region. So for that we look towards the textures, we look to the shape of the grains, we look towards the grain sorting. You remember? Yes, sorting. Yes, so they are poorly sorted, means grains of variable sizes. Grains of variable sizes. The grains are not very much rounded or spherical. They are subangular. They are subangular. ठीक है जी. So that reflect कि ये texturally mature नहीं है. They are not texturally mature. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
And on the basis of their textural immaturity, that is poor sorting, ठीक है, sub angular to angular grain sizes, ठीक है, plus varied mineralogy, वेरिएबल मिनरोलॉजी है डिफरेंट उसकी. बैट्स की मिनरोलॉजी भी रिलेटिवली यूनिफॉर्म नहीं है, ठीक है जनाब. सो दिस रिफ्लेक्ट दैट दीज डिपॉजिट्स हैव बीन देयर सोर्स हैव बीन नियर बाय, दे हैव बीन डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम अ शॉर्ट डिस्टेंस, नॉट अ फार फ्रॉम. तो ये हम नहीं कह सकते कि ये इंडस रिवर के थ्रू या फिर फर्दर far from area से transport. So that is a brief story about the Jalala lake or Jalala flood deposits. ठीक है, outbreak flood deposits. ये दो possibilities. ठीक है जनाब. So now if you have question.